Okay, so I want to talk about Lotto and 21 Savage's relationship for a minute, just because I feel like I heard that Nicki Minaj was like shading her. There's no shade here. In Lotto and 21 Savage have a problematic relationship from the start. They are a really good example of like a just like a hood relationship, um, which I feel like maybe some women should learn from. So here's the thing. Let's just talk about like really successful men for a second and things that I personally have seen them value. Like, or just think about yourself. Like, let's say that, like, this is a really practical example. So let's say like you have a job, right? And like you know what you're supposed to do at your job. Like if you work at Starbucks or something, your manager gives you a task, a series of tasks. You do the series of tasks, and at the end of the day, you clock out, and your manager says, "Thank you for doing your job today. You did a good job." Now, the reality is the business has needs. so, like, so that's why they hired you to do the job. Now, however you feel about the job, if you feel like it's important, it's not important. In the reality, like, people want to go to Starbucks every day to order coffee and frappuccinos. So they are going to give Starbucks money, whether you work there or not, to order the frappuccino. But if you're coming and you're giving Starbucks your hours each day to like make those frappuccinos, well now like you are offering the company a service, and like it's like this mutual relationship where you get money and they take money from the customer, and it just keeps cycling through, and hopefully everybody's happy. Like hopefully there's something that you enjoy about just like chatting with people each day and just kind of like making the coffees and just having this like really interesting experience of really just like doing your job. That is in normal society, in a healthy society, that's the way that like women make men feel. Okay, like in the same way that men have these like accomplishments, like I have my job, I have my house that they pay a lot of money for, they earn a lot of money from their jobs, and then they spend a lot of money on homes, cars, and women. Women are included in that, though. You can't like take away the woman. Women are included in that. And so women who are like pampered are like happy with the pampering. So it sounds like Lotto is being pampered by 21 Savage. But also 21 Savage is not actually pampering her in the same way that like look around. Like this is why I feel like we have to talk about nigger logic for a second. Like there's tons. It's not just one person. Like in the black community, we're sitting here talking about like Lotto and Nicki Minaj and Rihanna and Beyonce, who are four women. There's like millions of black women in America, and there's billions in the world, but there's like millions of them in America, and we're sitting here talking about fucking four of them, and this nigga's not even doing a good job. He literally is like situation shipping Lotto. So however awesome you think Lotto is, in relation to all of the white women that I see every day in the world, the ones that even have way more access. Like, go look at whatever happened today. There was like some fashion show with Jordan Dunn, and she got just like this incredible like VIP treatment. She looks gorgeous at whatever show that she was going to. She got like pampered treatment, and she got paid. Like, she's just literally getting paid to go places and look pretty. She gets paid to just dress up in clothes and show up and be pretty because she is that pretty. Lotto is not that pretty. Lotto has to like get on stage, write songs, perform the songs, and then she can have this like Finstagram relationship, right? Situationship with 21 Savage, where I guess he's paying her bills, whatever that means. I guess she got on an interview talking about how he pays her rent. What does that actually mean? I don't know how much 21 Savage makes per year, but like let's say 21 Savage made $5 million last year. Think of the most expensive apartment that like okay, so apartments in San Francisco cost $10,000. So let's say if like Lotto's living in one of those apartments, cuz right? Like 21 Savage is making all these songs, I'll pay your rent. I'm the type of dude who'll pay your rent. Okay. So like let's say Lotto's expensive, she's fancy. She's a fancy one. Okay. So if he made $5 million last year and he spent $120,000 on her rent last year, that's not even 1% of the money that he made. Drake lost that in one night betting, playing, what was it, like fantasy football. So didn't he lose $10 million playing fantasy football? That's what these men value. Then, like, this is not even to be funny, but be serious, right? Because also put some shit into context here. Olivia Benson, who is Taylor Swift's cat, like the literal feline cat, is worth more than 21 Savage. Is almost worth as much as Drake in terms of dollars and cents. The fucking cat is worth more than 21 Savage than he has in the bank right now. And so with 21 Savage, there's Olivia Benson who's up here. Okay, maybe Drake's a little bit higher. Drake's up here. Olivia Benson, 21 Savage is all the way down here. So okay, with his limited funds, hopefully he will spend money on what he values. He spent less than 1% of his income on Lotto's rent in the year. And he's making whole songs about how he like values her. He's paying her rent. Paying her rent. Paying her. You the type of girl I pay rent for. Really? Okay. Well, it looks like the cat is still making more money than your rent in your whole life. Olivia Benson is worth more money than 21 Savage. Feel your feelings. We're glad that he's spending his limited funds on Lotto. I'm not saying she's limited. She's making some. She has no budget. Right? She don't got a budget. All I'm saying is like be in the real fucking world. In terms of values, like most men, go look at what white men are doing. Looks like Brad Pitt just bought like a $52 million house and his girlfriend is living in it right now. And you can go watch him and her be in the house together. Because there's a whole bunch of media outlets who are covering it. We can all feel how we feel about Leonardo DiCaprio and his many girlfriends who are underage. The fact is, in his $100 million houses, because he has houses that are worth like $100 million. Or I don't know if you guys know. I think he spent $5 million on one of Rihanna's birthday parties when he was trying to date her. So, like, 21 Savage spends $120,000 on Lotto's rent. She makes a whole song about it, and everybody's like freaking out. She's on Instagram Live. Nicki Minaj is making songs about it. In retrospect, Olivia Benson the cat is worth more than his entire life, and he's not even spending 1% of his money on. Really, what do men value? Houses, cars, and women. It's football? Drake values football. In one day, he lost $5 million on football. He didn't blink twice. He just threw away the money and showed us all the receipts on Instagram. What is the woman worth? $120,000. So you tell me, you think these niggers really care about women? Abort! Why are you even spending time like thinking about this? It just drives me crazy when I see like, especially like black women going down the path. I don't know how this is even a topic of conversation in reality. Like black women need to talk about whatever pennies that they have. I literally made that video, like the life hack for adulting. Being a server is a real fucking thing. Like I'm not saying that cleaning kitchens and like, you're not like cleaning a kitchen, but you're like putting plates on a fucking table. I'm not saying it's super glamorous. But I am saying you can make $180 a day and you can pay your fucking rent. Okay, like, let's start the conversation there. Maybe black women need to go listen to country. Black women need to become country music fans because white women have been out here serving tables, waiting tables for years. Okay, and they've been paying their fucking bills with that money. Black women cannot afford to do free labor. We don't have the capacity. Get a fucking job and pay your own fucking rent. Stop having some ambition to be like 21 Savage's like situationship. I'm sorry. What's happening with Lotto is fucking pathetic. She actually has a career. She has a real career. She's making money doing something. Like somebody's listening to this fat bitch walk across the stage and they like her. 21 Savage fucking likes her. Like 21 Savage is fucking her. He likes her. You know the type of dude who likes girls like Lotto? 21 Savage. Okay. I'm glad that black dudes finally found somebody that they like. All I'm saying is like other black women in society, that's a loser relationship. Like you're going down the drain. So we've got like 4 examples right now of black dudes who are trash. We've got DDG, we've got Blueface, now we've got 21 Savage, right? All of these are like not guys that you should like want to be in a relationship or in community with. All are trash and all have like an unlimited or even Drake, right? Unlimited bank accounts, so much access to money, and still they won't spend it on you. They're not going to spend it on you. Maybe I'll try to find that Instagram post, but there was a post where D was going shopping, and I posted on his page. I was like, "Yo, would you ever take your girlfriend when you go shopping? Like, what do you buy? Do you buy for yourself and your girlfriend?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, I buy for me and her." Guys like D would actually spend the money that they have on themselves and their girlfriend and their wife and their partner. I'm telling you, like, those are the type of guys that you should watch. Those are the type of guys you should follow. Like, if really stop giving stop giving your time to guys who are telling you and showing you day after day that they hate you, that you are worthless. Because like it for every girl, every single girl, the most pretty girls that you know, they've all had a moment where I have had so many moments where guys have told me, "You're a nothing, you're ugly, you're worthless." And they really tried to make me believe it. And not because I did something mean to them, not because I'm this awful person, just because like they have so much self-hate. They feel so little themselves that all they can do is like self-destructive shit. This is why I'm saying, and I keep making these videos, you can't save them. There's no saving them. They can't be saved. You have to let them go, and you have to think about self-preservation. Black women, you have to think about self-preservation. You have to. And I feel like you honestly have to plan for your life as though what you have now, whenever you're watching this video right now, what you have right now is all you will ever get. Because the reality could be that if someone comes into your life, all they're there to do is just take from what you have right now. And in my own lived experience, I can say so many people have come into my life and I have so little. And even the little that they've only been there to take it. They have contributed literally nothing to my life. They've only shown up to take things. And for me, instead of just like initially, all I could do was cry about it. I started with crying about it. It was so sad. Oh, I cried. And then I realized like just crying and not talking about it wasn't going to help other women learn from it. But then also like talking about it and helping other women learn from it, but not actually taking action to prevent it from happening to other people. This is why I started donating money to Planned Parenthood. And I really started talking more about relationships, partnerships, choosing a partner, following and interacting with content creators who are talking about meaningful relationships among black women. I don't care about what's happening with white women. I don't care about what's happening with Latinx women. I don't care about what's happening with Asian women. I don't give a shit at all. I am making content for black women specifically. And all I'm saying is like, you can live a full fucking life by yourself. Start there knowing that. And I mean like really fucking living in it. I know it's nice. I know the girls who are cuddled up, they got their boo next to them. It's real sweet. You can be a supporter just like me. Like I am seeing these relationships that are great. I am supportive of them. Like if somebody is seriously in love, that is nothing to hate on. You should support them. That's great. That person found their person. Fucking think about yourself though. Think about your fucking self. You are your person. Until somebody else comes along and they prove themselves to be your equal, your fucking equal. Because you have to start with a full cup. You can't be that person who walks around in the world with a half a cup talking about, I'm waiting for him to fill me up. Like whoever Blueface's girlfriend is, she's a half cup girl. Without him, she wouldn't be able to go on. You don't want to be that girl. Fill your own fucking cup. This is a channel about filling your own cup to the fucking max and then just fucking dying with a fucking full cup. We're dying with a full cup on this channel. Everybody else can do what the fuck they want to do. They're going to come. They're going to go. We're going to all sing more songs about them living and dying in all the cities. Texas, LA, Baltimore, wherever they go to live and die. I don't give a shit. I'm going to have a song for every occasion. If you need a song to try to process the death of somebody you know, I got one for you. But you got to fucking worry about you. And that doesn't mean taking from somebody else. You don't need to take from somebody else to get what you deserve. All you have to do is participate in the system that already exists. Like, we have capitalism. Get a fucking job. Use the job to meet your basic needs. Your needs. You need food. You need shelter. You need housing. You need electricity. You need water. I don't know. All the other stuff with the fuck off funds, you fuck off your funds the way that you want. I would highly encourage you to stop smoking marijuana. Start with beer. Just have a fucking beer. Instead of starting with rap music, start with some fucking country music. Like, have a beer, listen to a country song. Even if you don't understand it and it's just funny. That's a good start. Have a laugh. If you don't understand it at all right, cool. Have a laugh. But y'all are going down the drain because the rappers are leading y'all straight to the graveyard. That's why they call it. That's where the saying comes from. Nigger, nigger, grave digger. All they do is they plan their whole lives to die. They plan to die. And then everybody's wondering why every song is about death. Because they all want to die. Now they are dying. I swear, maybe for a minute, I was just really into making cemetery music. I was literally trying to put myself in this mind frame of like, okay, so there's so much destruction and death in the Black community. I'm going to unpack this experience of dealing with loss. So I hyper focused on the feelings wheel, on like sadness and sorrow. And I just listened to all the songs that were about that. The sad boy, sad girl music, right? Okay, but the feelings are fleeting. You can feel happy in 1 minute and you can feel like sad in the next. They're fleeting. They just come and go. I feel like some people don't understand that. They just think that like they feel something bad and it's like that forever. It isn't. You're going to feel a feeling. Like, allow yourself to feel your feeling. Watching Blueface cry when somebody died, it's a fucking normal response. We are starting to unpack therapy in the Black community with death and sorrow. I mean, I feel so bad because like I feel like people are talking about the cocaine goth era, the numbness models. Like, I think y'all don't realize how much we've seen, how quickly, and how much therapy we've had. Like, we've had so much time to unpack the things that you guys are starting to unpack for the first time in 2023. Like, if you were seriously joining the conversation about therapy in 2023, in the society in which we live right now, you are a part of the problem. You are a major part of the problem. Like, no joke, no pun. You are the problem. Like, this society has been bad for a minute. It's been bad for a minute. Like, it's not new. It's been bad for a minute. And, I don't know. You know, I've just been, like, okay with it. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know.